Are you considering cataract surgery and want to make the right choice for something as precious as your vision? At Wallace Eye Associates, we suggest you simply ask your local eye doctor. After all, more eye doctors across Cenla continue to recommend Wallace Eye Associates, and they have been for decades. When it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
And welcome, everyone, to another edition of the Pelican Sports Report. I am your host, Doug Gann, and we are excited to be joined by head coach of the defending state champion, Opelousas Fighting Tigers, Coach Jimmy Zachery. Coach, welcome aboard.
Oh, man, thank y'all for having me, man.
Look, we're excited about it, and I know the excitement down there is there. Tell me, before we jump into all of this, and look, you got to bear with me because we're going to jump around to a lot of places tonight. But, man, you guys have just a battle each and every week, from field conditions to hurricanes to away games last year. How do you keep that smile on your face?
Oh, man, because you got to smile through the good, the bad, and the ugly, man, because it could be worse. I could be at 6 feet in the dirt, man. I'm going to appreciate it all. You know, at the end of the day, that's what we tell our kids, man. You know, they got people that don't have nothing to play on, you know, or you know, again, you got to take the good with the bad, take the element. That's a part of football, man. You know, I understand the playing services and all this about the field, man, bro. Let's just get back to good old fashioned football, muddy, cold, whatever it is. As long as it ain't lightning and we ain't in the harm's way, cool. You got to play what we got to play on. If you want ideal conditions, go coach in the gym or make it to the dome. It's that simple.
One way or the other, you can handle it, can't you?
That's right.
Look, that is so good. You remind me of somebody that probably doesn't make a lot of the 7-on-7s over the summertime. You're looking at how you get out there and just pound that football and play in the mud and the muck. Is that fair?
That's fair, man. They kind of won me over, man. With the Blaze, man, I coach with the Blaze of the 707 because you know we got some pretty decent DBs, man, and
right.
Want to give them a little exposure on the 707 circuit. But for the most part, you know, I really don't like it because when you're talking about your linebackers and fitting on the run, you know, it kind of you got to retrain them to play the run first. They want to get in the habit of bailing out of there so fast, you know. But again, you got to take the good and the bad, man, you know.
Well, look, I want to go back to last year a little bit. What a tremendous season it was, and here's an opportunity. And we talk about eating a lot on this show too. So I'm going to take.
I like to eat now.
I got another question coming up for you a little bit later in this, but right now I'm going to take the opportunity to eat a little crow. Okay.
Oh.
So I went on the Under the Lights show with Jordan and those guys last year. And phenomenal folks. And this was I don't know if it was the quarterfinals or the semifinals, but you guys, I think we're getting ready to play Northwest. And
no, that was not DeSoto semifinal.
Okay. North DeSoto, that's exactly right. So you remember that. That's
right.
That's have it on the bulletin board somewhere. And all I knew about was North DeSoto and their high flying attack. And they warned me. They said, look, this defense and this offense is going to keep that high flying attack off. And so I went on the air afterwards and said, I apologize for the mispick on there. But congratulations. Your defense was just so solid last year on the run to a state title.
And that's kind of stuff we preach about, man. If we're going to, especially the way we run the ball, and we want to complement each other. We want to, you know, get stops and get our offense back on the field so we can get in the rhythm of offense. And we want to sustain drives on offense to give our defense a rest, man. And if we complementing each other, man, we're going to be a pretty tough out, man. And that's what we preach, and that's what we do.
Well, you speak about a pretty tough out. You don't hide from anybody in your non-district schedule. I look at the Turlings Catholic ones. You guys had Ed in the car in that game. The only thing that could stop you in that one was a hurricane coming in.
Right.
But
right.
You don't. And I look back at your schedule the last few years. You guys don't shy away from those teams that are supposedly the big dogs.
Well, the thing is, man. Again, I got to shout out. You know, these guys I coached under Spatafora, Donnell Lee, man. I don't believe in scheduling soft schedules. You can't worry about injuries. I mean, this is football. This is a collision sport. And I want to test my guys early. And the only way you test is iron sharpen iron. I want to play the competition. I want to see where we at early. So in the end, we'll be ready for whatever comes our way.
So here's a question for you, too. You bring up Coach Spat, and everybody knows what a wonderful player. You were part of that 2013 state championship coaching run that went on there as well.
Correct.
They win the title in 13, come back and win it in 23. You guys win it. What the heck is it with the threes?
Cool. I don't know. Well, cool. And we lost a kid then in 2013. Jaleel Gibson, man, we dedicated the season to him. He was number 33.
Right.
So you know, and I think we stayed on. It was so symbolic. Like we stayed on 33rd Street. Jaleel Gibson was number 33. The final score was 27-33. You know, so it was a weird deal, man. And I don't know. It's just a 3 thing, man. Jaleel still got our back, man.
Look, and I got to believe you'd be happy to win a game 3-0, wouldn't you?
Come on, I'll take it. I'll take good, bad luck. I'll take it. I'll take a pretty win. I'll take a pretty win versus an ugly loss.
That's it. You're exactly right. Look, so many times people want to talk about moral victories. There's not a single column that has moral victory listed anywhere in there.
No, sir. No, sir. Either you win or you lose, man. And we played hard, and man, we lost.
Yeah, that's it.
We had the direct control over the game when we was in the game. They made more plays than us, or whatever the case may be. Why we lost? We lost. Ain't no excuses, and we played good, and it was a close game. Man, please, I don't want to hear that. We lost.
Tell me about that experience in the Dome last year.
Oh man, Cole, getting to that Dome, man, is an addiction.
Right.
Like, you know, immediately after, like, I celebrated. Don't get me wrong, but I was thinking about what we have to do this year to get back, you know, and get these seniors that same experience they got, these last seniors got, man. Just to see those kids' face light up when they walked out there, man, walking into the locker room, seeing the lights. We got out there early. Well, we went out there on a Wednesday, man. We went, had some team activities, man, some real good bonding. They had fun bowling, laser tagging. In the car allowed us to practice on their field. Thursday, a walk through, man. Man, it just was a great time, a great experience for those kids, and that memories that's going to last a lifetime that they're going to be able to talk about when they come back to homecomings in high school, man.
And how good does it feel knowing that a lot of those big playmakers are back to make another run and see if you guys can go back to back? You got a 4-year starter there under center in Zach Malvo, not to mention Deshaun Ford. But what is it bringing those 2 guys back?
Well, man, it means everything when you can bring your general offense back, Zach Malvo, the quarterback. You bring your bruiser back forward, man. You bring some experience back up front with Bryson Lewis and Chris Rito. You got your receiver back, Corey Fontenot. Then you flip on the defensive side, man. You got Travis back, the general, the play caller. He's our general. He's a 4-year starter. You got Amos back. You got Moore back. You got Hammond back. You know, you got Daughtery back. Jonathan Ford back. So we got a good nucleus of guys back with the experience of, like you said, the 4-year starter experience. So hopefully these guys will lead the younger guys that's stepping in the roles into the right direction, and we get back to where we need to be.
All right. So last year they hadn't won a title, and they were hungry for it. Is there any drop off in those guys at all, or is that last year and that's gone, and they're just out there to go play this 2024 season?
Well, the thing is, I tell them, man, enjoy it, man. But I gave them some time off because we did play 15 games. I gave them some time off, but when we came back after the new year, man, that season is over. You got to put that behind you and get ready for the new season, and we got to prepare twice as hard because now you're the champs. The target is on your back, bigger than ever. So people are going to play you hard, twice as hard. Because you got guys that got offers, you got a title. So again, man, you got to last year. This year is a whole new year. So you got to go out there and prove it again that you're the champs and defend.
So you gave them off until January, which wasn't very long considering you played that game in the middle of December.
Right.
But you didn't stick to the 24-hour rule. You were already planning on next year. So
yeah.
Yeah,
and that's the thing, man. I didn't want to get, a lot of coaches call it championship drunk.
Right.
We had a lot of swirling around the championship with the little deal with the LSC and all that. But again, we still have to prepare for what's to come and how grueling, how brutal the schedule it is, and how people are gonna play us, man. So again, we ain't got time to soak in it and think about what's gonna happen. We got to be ready for what's gonna happen, and the only time you be ready for what's happening is you prepare for war in the time of peace.
Well, tell me about the war that you're preparing for this Friday night. Weather's going to be beautiful. It looks like Trojans are coming to town, and you probably don't look at it and all that, but Coach Bachman tells me not to do it, but I still look at the message boards. I see all of the stuff that's going on, and half the folks think it's an upset if Opelousas beats Ash, but half of the folks think it's an upset if Ash beats Opelousas.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it like this, man. I don't think I just think two good teams are about to play each other, man. At the end of the day, so I'm not overlooking them because they're a very good ball club, man. They've been putting up a lot of points. They're a high-powered offense, man. They got a great defense that fly around. Of course, they have the LSU commit running back over there. The quarterback is real good. Number 3 is good. They get the ball out. They do a lot of good things over there, man, on the offensive side. So we just got to play sound and don't give up big plays, man. And I think we're going to fare out pretty good.
What do you do to go out and attack that defense? We've talked about it a lot, and it's more of your offense doing what it does. But you talk about their defense flying around like that, and they haven't given up a lot of points on the season either. So how do you attack that Ash Trojan defense?
Man, I think the way to attack them, man, we just got to come out and go right at them. We're not, that's what we do. We got to do what we do until they stop it. And if they stop it, we got to figure something else out. But right now, the game plan is to come out and go right at them. Again, we gonna come out and try to perfect what we do. We ain't gonna change what we do unless they force us to have to do something different. But even if we got to do something different, we still gonna do what they do. Because on film, one thing about Coach Bachman, I got experience with him, and I know him he's a great coach, and he does a great job with his guys. He's gonna do what he do. He's gonna do it, whether it's a different formation, but doing the same thing. He's gonna do what he do, and he does it very well. And his kids are very efficient at what they do. So if you make a mistake defensively, they're gonna make you pay.
That sounds a lot like your style of coaching as well. You'll see these guys with these big playbooks, and they're caught behind this. It seems like you go out there and perfect what it is that you guys do too, regardless of the opponent.
I think that's the key. A lot of coaches fail, man. Again, that's something I learned as cutting my teeth in this with Coach Spad and Coach Lee, man. You keep it simple, stupid. People call it the KISS method.
The KISS method.
Yeah, you keep it simple, stupid, man. Because again, the last thing you want athletes to do is be thinking on the field. I don't need you thinking. I don't need to have a thoroughbred horse and he wondering how to run. Let's go run. I need you to run. So we'll try to keep it as simple as possible. But be complex a little bit but I don't want them overthinking things and just get better at what we do. If you get better at what you do, you're gonna be where you need to be in the long run.
Well, Coach, we're looking forward to an exciting day. I told you it wasn't going to take a whole lot of your time tonight. I could probably sit there and talk to you for hours about football because it just seems I don't see how you guys keep walls up in your room for people going through them to fight for you. I mean, this is it seems like you can get your team pretty fired up.
Oh man, hey man, I'm fired up right now. If you can see my arm, I got the chill bumps right now. It's gonna be a good game, and I just like competition. I like playing competition. I like my guys to play because it's good exposure for both sides.
Right.
The best going against the best, man. I think that's the only way to do it. To me, I don't like fool's gold. Don't go beat up on nobody that you know ain't really good, and then you come and think you're better than what you is. No, if you say who you are, play the big dogs, and that's what we about to find out.
Look, they've got a mantra around here, just spot a ball.
Spot it, Coach.
Yeah.
Meet you on the 50.
That's exactly. Look, I just love that. That's good, Coach. I look forward to talking to you. Before we get you out of here, though, I've got some things of very good importance that I have to pick your brain on now. All right, this is probably better than all of the talk that we've had so far. I need some real knowledge on this.
All right,
we're gonna come in a little early, and I've never until about 2 weeks ago had chicken gizzards, but Mama's. Their gizzards and their rice dressing was unbelievable. I didn't want to eat it. So is there anywhere that's better than Mama's for the gizzards and the rice dressing?
No, sir.
See?
Hey, you know what? Hey, for
Okay.
y'all.
Okay.
How many you got coming with you?
I got 4 guys that come with me.
I'm gonna have you some. Do y'all eat chicken livers?
Coach, let me tell you, I'm not the guy that's going to come in here and say, wait a minute now, you're providing hospitality, but I'm turning my nose up at it. I don't care what it is, Coach, we eating.
Cole, I'm gonna have you something. I'm gonna have you something just specially for y'all, Cole. Lay it out good. Come have you some chicken gizzards, some liver, some rice. I'm gonna have you little onion rings. I'm gonna have you little chicken. I'm gonna have you all the best of the best what mama's offer, Cole. Might even have your little bitty boudin up there for you, Cole. I'm gonna have you lay it out. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna have you lay it out. You ain't gotta worry about nothing.
We might come up tomorrow. We might come up Wednesday.
Don't miss a plate eating now. I need you to stay focused.
Look, I can multitask, Coach. I'll tell you, we'll do that.
I'm gonna have you lay it out. Don't worry about nothing. I'm gonna have you lay it out.
Well, as soon as the game was over last week in our post-game show, we started talking about the trip to Opelousas and the trip to Mama's. That was on point.
You ain't even got to worry about the trip to Mama's, huh? What? You ain't got to worry about the trip to Mama's. I'm gonna have everything you need in the press box for you: lemonade, tea. I'm gonna have you laid out. Bottles of water. You are gonna be straight.
Look, we're excited about that and looking forward to having it. And remember, the link that we'll send to you, it's free. Nobody has to pay a nickel to watch it. If you've got folks all around the country that want to watch this, they can come in there. Now, we tell our folks, come to the game, watch this afterwards, because it's going to be up on YouTube forever. Right. So make sure that they come out to the game and watch us later on there.
Yeah, they need to come to the game. And I think it's going to be a great atmosphere, man. I know Ash is going to travel well. We're gonna have a pretty good home crowd, man. I think it's gonna be a good atmosphere, man. Good football, man.
This is Friday night. What's supposed to be Friday night?
That's right. That's right. Exciting.
That's right. Coach Jimmy Zachery joins us here on the Pelican Sports Report. Excited about this weekend, Coach. Thank you for the time and a little bit of a look into your program, and we look forward to seeing you on Friday.
Man, thank you, man. I appreciate y'all having me.
Yes, sir. Guys, that'll do it. We will see you. Don't forget, walk-ons at 7 o'clock this Thursday. Don't go anywhere. We will be back for the Thomas Bachman Show.